In the headlines, Governor Soludo places 10 million bounty on killers of Anambra lawmaker. Governor of Taraba calls for president from Northeast. NEMA receives 129 Nigerians from Niger Republic. And Israel, Switzerland confirm monkeypox cases. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Update. I am Zainab Bala. Hello and welcome. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Soludo, has placed 10 million reward for anyone who group that will avail valuable information that can lead to the arrest of the killers of the state lawmaker, Honorable Okechukwu Okoye. In a statement signed by the governor's press secretary, Christian Aborime, and made available to journalists on Saturday night, the governor placed a 10 million bounty on the killers of the lawmaker. He condoled with his kinsmen, noting that it is probably the same criminal gang that attacked him and killed 3 policemen at Usofia 2 years ago that is once again on the prowl. Soludo reassured Anambra residents of the government's resolve and renewed determination with security agencies to go all out against the criminals and ensure they are brought to justice. The gruesome murder of the lawmaker happened weeks after an army couple was beheaded by suspected members of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra. Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed has warned that any resident who ignites religious crisis through fake news will be made to bear the full weight of the law. The governor was visibly disturbed by the crisis that erupted in Warji local government in reaction to allegations of blasphemy and pledged that government would investigate and fish out perpetrators of violence in the area. Mohammed spoke on Saturday when he paid an emergency visit to Warji, about 90 kilometers from the state capital. Trust TV's Adam Imam completes the story.
Angry youths had on Friday went on rampage to inflict injury on a 40-year-old woman who was accused of commenting on Deborah's blasphemy that was posted on social media. Trust TV observed that 6 houses and 10 shops were set ablaze, but no life lost.
You should seize the sword and embrace peace and harmony. We are all one. As the Commissioner of Police said, if God wants, everybody will be Muslim. If God wants, everybody will be Christian. And for some of us that are minorities, like you, I'm a Jaraba tribe. We are mixed people. And we should tolerate each other. And 70% of Bauchi is like this. Do you know we are being celebrated? We are being respected. Since I came there, had not been such thing. Something similar but is political happened in Bauchi, Gudun Sayawa and Gudun Fulani. We dealt with it, but this is more dangerous than political archibals.
Commissioner of Police Umar Mamman Sanda said that his personnel have drafted to fish out the perpetrators and nab other criminal elements in the area.
If you look within, you have Christians, you have Muslims. We are living in peace. And therefore, we as the security agencies, our task is to ensure that there is peace. But to make sure that there is peace, sometimes we have to step on toes, and we will step on toes. Anybody that causes or intends to cause anything that will bring about disunity and lack of peace in our midst, we will definitely deal with such individual.
Earlier, the governor also met with the traditional rulers and other critical stakeholders of the area and urged them to live in peace with one another. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
Violence between farmers and herders is a decades-long problem in Nigeria. The problem, which has worsened in recent years, has made government in affected states to seek lasting solutions. In Sokoto State, the government has confirmed that its plan to settle pastoralists through the cattle breeding program is helping to minimize farmers-herders conflicts across the state. The State Commissioner for Animal Health says the scheme is also generating employment to hundreds of people. Trust TV's Idris Jibril also visited some of the livestock farms in Sokoto and now reports.
A new calf joins a herd that has grown over the past 4 years. These animals are a mix of local and foreign breed and the result of government scheme to improve herd management and minimize conflicts between farmers and herders.
We are one of the few states with minimal farmer-herders clash. We usually have an interaction between our farmers and herders. And each program we want to conduct will invite both parties. For instance, we have a place, a village in Dogondaji, where you'll find farmers, herders coexisting in the same place. Both of them are farmers, both of them are herders. And the demarcation of these grazing reserves have helped us in minimizing such clashes.
As competition for land and water intensified between livestock farmers and those growing crops, the Sokoto state government introduces this cattle breeding program in 2011 to stem violence between farmers and herders. The state government is also expanding the program.
This cattle breeding program has some components. We have the artificial insemination and embryo transfer. We have the pasture development, the dairy component, as well as the live animals. The state government imported about over 117 exotic breeds of animal that comprises of Brangus, Jersey, a combination of Holstein and Jersey as well as Holstein itself. These we distributed to 13 cluster farmers who have now replicated in the reproduction of these animals.
In clusters with a constant supply of feed and supplement, farm authorities say business is thriving and that milk production has grown by 300% within the last few years. As for milk production, before now we used to get 20 to 30 liters, but now we are getting up to 50 liters in a day. And if you come here as early as 8 a.m. in the morning, you will get that milk available. The cattle farmers are encouraged to grow further for their herds and veterinary skills, including setting up cooperatives and send their produce to government or private milk processing facilities. Nigeria's cattle population is currently estimated at 40 million, 3 million here in Sokoto State. But while conflict continues between farmers and herders across many parts of northwestern region, Sokoto State government says its plan to settle pastoralists is bringing calm and raising outputs across the states. Idris Jubrin, Trust TV News, Sokoto.
Taraba Governor Darius Ishaku has called on Nigerians to support the emergence of a president from the northeast in the forthcoming general elections.
The campaigns to win parties' primaries ahead of Nigeria's 2023 presidential elections have intensified. Politicians across all political parties have continued to go around the country to seek delegate support. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar was in Jalingo. Governor Darius Ishaku of Taraba State has shown his support and given reasons why Nigeria's next president should come from the northeast sub-region.
I want to appreciate you, Waziri of Adamawa, our own from the northeast, who has made us proud, and we are ever proud of you.
The governor again urged the delegates to vote wisely in the forthcoming PDP primaries. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, an aspirant of the People's Democratic Party, pledged to unify, front infrastructure, and fix the economy of Nigeria.
To unify this country, the trade and the security that I promised to bring about.
Nana Muhammad, Trust TV News, Taraba.
The incumbent member representing Amak Bwari Federal Constituency, Mika Jiba, on Sunday won the People's Democratic Party (PDP) primaries for the constituency. Mika polled all the 68 votes from the delegates to defeat two other aspirants, Onyogu Raymond and Abdurrahman Ismaila, who both scored no vote. Secretary National Electoral Committee of the party, Olubumi Oguntebiji, who announced the result, said the process was transparent and met the laid-down procedures. FCT resident Electoral Commissioner Yahaya Bello described the primaries as peaceful, free and fair. Speaking shortly after being declared winner, Mika thanked the delegates for their confidence in him and assured that he would continue to do his best if given another chance to represent his constituency. Now, the People's Democratic Party in Imo says it has suspended its primaries for the House of Assembly and House of Representatives indefinitely over unreconciled delegates list. A statement by the legal advisor of the party in the state, Kesinga Ireku, on Sunday attributed the non-conduct of the primary to confusion caused by the National Assembly. Ikyoku explained that Imo would not vote along with other states who were now voting with their 3-man and 1-man national delegates. He urged party faithfuls to ignore fifth columnists writing about crisis within the party. He assured them that as soon as the President, Muhammadu Buhari, signs the amended Electoral Act 2022, the state delegates list will be properly constituted for the primaries. You're watching Trust TV News Update. Coming up. Traveling at night persists despite the hazards. Find out why after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Trust TV News Update. Our top stories. Soludo places 10 million bounty on killers of Anambra lawmaker. Governor of Taraba calls for president from Northeast. Moving on, the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, on Saturday in Kano received 129 Nigerians stranded at Agadez, Niger Republic. NEMA Coordinator, Kano Territorial Office, Dr. Nuruddin Abdullahi, gave the figure when he received the returnees. The returnees arrived in Kano in 3 luxury buses organized by the International Organization on Migration. The coordinator added that the returnees included 125 male, 2 females, and 2 toddlers. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) have intercepted 24 parcels of cocaine concealed in 12 tires of lawn mowers imported into the country through the Port Harcourt International Airport. The illicit drug was brought into the country by a Brazilian returnee, Okechukwu Francis Amechi, who has just finished serving his jail term for drug trafficking in the South American country. The report.
A statement from the Director of Media and Advocacy of the NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, said the 45-year-old ex-convict from Idimili South Local Government Area, Anambra State, was arrested at Port Harcourt Airport on Saturday, 7th May, upon his arrival from Brazil via Doha on board Qatar Airline Flight QR1433. According to Babafemi, preliminary investigations revealed that Okechukwu, who was arrested and convicted in Brazil for drug offenses, completed serving his jail sentence in March 2022, after which he decided to return to Nigeria with 3 new lawnmowers, where he concealed 24 parcels of cocaine weighing 4.56 kilograms. Okechukwu, according to the statement, claimed that one of his church members gave him the lawnmowers to deliver to his brother in Port Harcourt. In other operations across Zamfara, Kogi, River, Kaduna and Kano states, no fewer than 37,876 tablets of tramadol, 10,884 bottles of codeine, and 802.06 kilograms of cannabis sativa were recovered during the raid in the past week. In Zamfara State, a Mercedes-Benz truck with registration number XB986AGB from Onitsha to Sokoto was intercepted in Safe area on Friday, 28th May. Apart from the driver and his assistants, there were arrested 3 other Alex Chukwuemeka, 37, Ignatius Mokwe Odikwa, 47, and Adri Chukwuekwe, 47, who are owners of drug exhibits, were arrested in a follow-up operation at hotel in Gusau while waiting to receive the consignment for possible movement to Sokoto. In Kogi State, a fake security agent, Richard Agada, was arrested on Wednesday 18th May while conveying 10 bags of cannabis sativa weighing 116.8 kilograms in a white Nissan van. In Kaduna, 3 suspects, Nura Salis, Bawa Musa, Charity Jacob, were arrested on Tuesday 17th May at Warri Street within the state capital with 4,900 tablets of tramadol, 890 ampoules of diazepam injection, 256 ampoules of pitozolcine injection, 1,950 tablets of nitropezam, and 880 tablets of carbazafine. Equally in Kano State, a drug dealer, Abubakar Abdullahi, 47, with 5,970 capsules and tablets of tramadol was arrested, while Nasir Musa and Musa Mohammed were also nabbed with 5,000 caps of same drug on Tuesday 17th May. While commending the officers of men of Port Harcourt International Airport, Zamfara, Kogi, Rivers, Kaduna and Kano commands of the agency for the arrest and seizures, Chairman Chief Executive NDLEA, Brigadier General Muhammad Buba Marwa, retired, said the war against drug abuse and trafficking is one that must be won.
Traveling by luxury buses at night has been the choice of many Nigerians traveling long distance. However, with increasing hazards that comes with traveling at night, it seems many Nigerians are gradually discontinuing the habit. Trust TV News sampled the opinions of a cross-section of passengers who still prefer to travel at night. Sagir Ibrahim reports.
Many Nigerians use these luxurious buses to travel during the night because it is more affordable and cheaper. However, with the rising cases of insecurity, kidnapping, armed robbery, among others, are they still motivated to travel in the night?
It just depends on the person's business schedule. Do you understand? Some people like traveling and then I saw that tomorrow morning they'll get to where they are going instead of getting where they are going in the night when they enter morning bus.
The transport is cheap and we love traveling in the night because there is no traffic. Basically because Nigerian weather, African weather is very harsh, so traveling at night, the weather is more comfortable, more convenient, and And that was my major reason.
Despite the hazards involved, passengers for various reasons still prefer traveling in the night.
I'm being discouraged, but you know, life on its own is a risk. We don't know when it will happen, but it doesn't pray for it. You understand? It will not because of kidnapping and or stealing, highway robbery, it will stop this night movement. Like I said before, some people prefer night movement so that tomorrow morning they will get to where they are going.
I believe that, man, in God, all things are possible. Even in your house, you can still die. Soldiers will go to war front and die. So if you trust in your God and you have your free mind, you can go anywhere and come back safe.
Corps Public Enlightenment Officer of the Federal Road Safety Corps, BC Kazim, also explained that although there is no law banning night travels, it is safer to travel in the day.
Night travel is a legitimate journey or venture, but there are hazards. Help does not come readily available when there's a problem. There are no laws banning anybody from traveling in the night, but with attendant hazards and risks involved, it is better not to travel in the night if you can afford to.
Sagir Ibrahim reporting for Trust TV.
And in business, Nigeria's most recent inflation figures shows that inflation rose to 16.82% in April 2022. This is 0.9 points higher than the 15.92% recorded in the previous month. According to the recently released Consumer Price Index report released by the National Bureau of Statistics, the core inflation rate rose to 14.18%. Chamun Dabeng speaks to financial consultant Dr. Hussein Muhammad on the matter.
The rise in the core index was attributed to the increase in the prices of gas, liquid fuel, and articles of clothing. As the rest of the world grapples with inflation, is Nigeria's above the average?
Well, inflation is something that is never static all over the world. And every country goes through one stage or the other. It is only when it becomes abnormal, that is increasing at hyper, that there is a cause of concern. As a matter of fact, in other countries, government induces a little bit of inflation, say maybe 1% or 2%. That is considered normal.
As the country prepares for 2023, how much has the money in circulation triggered the increase in the inflation rate in Nigeria, and how will it affect small-scale businesses?
For small and medium-time entrepreneurs, because it's going to have a negative effect on them, because too much money in circulation, and it's not trickling down to me and you, we the masses. It's not trickling down to me. I'm sitting here as a consultant. The demand for it cannot match up with the supply. And this is basic, simple economics. If the demand of that thing is higher than the supply, what do? You have useless money, too much money, like we said, in circulation. Somebody brings, there's a granite there, which costs what? Somebody can say it costs 500 naira. You jack it up to maybe 1,500. My brother here says, no problem, go. He or she can buy. But meanwhile, 1, 2, 3, 3 of us cannot. But somebody who has useless money can say even 2,000 naira, it doesn't make any difference to him. And therefore, even if you make, $1 to 100 to 1,000 naira today, politicians will buy.
The consistent increase in the rate of inflation continues to threaten not only the economic stability of Nigeria, but also the financial stability of its people. Chamun Dabeng, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Israel and Switzerland are the latest countries to confirm cases of monkeypox, bringing the total number of nations reporting outbreaks to 14. Both countries say they identified one infected person who had recently traveled, but Israel said it was investigating other suspected cases. More than 80 cases have been confirmed in the recent outbreak in Europe, United States, Canada, and Australia. According to the World Health Organization, as at Saturday, 92 confirmed cases and 28 suspected cases of monkeypox were reported from 12 member states that are not prevalent for the virus, adding that it will provide further guidance and recommendations in the coming days for countries on how to mitigate the spread of monkeypox. Now, on a lighter note, let's take a look at how an overheard conversation on an aeroplane changed Brighton Kembuzi's life. The former technician is now looking up to this. And that's it on news updates. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. I'm Zainab Bala. Thanks for your time and company.